So by now, I'm sure most of you are aware of the fact that the Murph Crew channel, as advertised last month, is officially coming to an end. This obviously isn't one of the biggest channels that's on the platform, but that isn't the reason why we're stopping. For everything that we have going on in our own individual lives, with most everyone having jobs, including working on the weekends, some of us are either in college or have just gotten out of college. At this point, I mean, there's only so many of us are even in high school anymore. A lot of us are getting our own place, and a small handful of us are now on our way to getting married. It's not so much that we want to stop doing YouTube, it's just the fact that out of everything that we have going on in our lives that are far greater than this channel is or ever could be. So at the end of it, it's just a question of how do you want to prioritize everything. And it's just, this channel isn't something that we're able to keep up on in any kind of a basis, which of course last year was really good proof of that. I wanted to get back to doing the new video every other week schedule last season. Unfortunately, that isn't how things played out. I'm pretty sure across a 5 or 6 month span, we only ended up getting about 5 or 6 videos made. When I first started doing YouTube and when I first made this channel, I did tell myself after about 4 years of doing it, I would ask myself whether or not it was worth it to keep going. So between the reasons that were listed earlier and having so much more on the table in the position of life that we're in now as opposed to when we started, obviously this isn't something that we're going to be able to keep doing. So here's how season 8 is going to work. We're going to split it into 2 parts, and it's going to be a total of 10 videos. So each part is going to have 5 videos in it. I will refer to these videos as the A block and the B block. So the way that A block is going to work, obviously we're going to get the first few videos filmed, those first 5, and then upload them after they are all done so that we avoid any kind of scheduling errors like we did last year. To get X number of videos done in a certain amount of time, I decided we'll just go ahead and say that we're uploading it in the summer, because it's going to take a few months to get a proper schedule and a proper amount of videos made before we upload anything. So those first 5 videos, as soon as we get them made, it could even be earlier than that. Again, like I said, the summer was sort of a guess. I'm aiming late May, early June to get this first half uploaded. It will be uploaded week to week, back to back, kind of like we did back in the day when we first started doing this. Then the second half is essentially going to work the exact same way, but the last video of the B block is going to be a documentary style video where we go over everything that we did leading up to now and just reminisce in all of the good times that this channel had to offer. Obviously, by no means am I backing down and making sure that this next season is going to be one of the best ones ever. As you can tell by the wall behind me, I'm trying to go as all out as possible for this one. So it's gonna be a while before this season comes out. It's gonna be a few months, which I hate making you guys wait, especially as much as I have been lately, but it's for a good cause. It's for us being able to make the best quality that we could put on this channel possible. It's about getting the entire group. I'm gonna try and get as many people in each video as we can, and overall, I just want to see the group as a whole rise. I'm very excited, and I think we could do it. It's gonna be a while before this season comes out, but if there is one thing that you could do while you're waiting on us, especially if you're into sports. This week, Bobby is coming out with his own podcast show that he's doing with a couple of his friends, and it'll be called The Turnover. That's the channel that they have on YouTube. Please go over, please subscribe, especially if you're into football or any sort of sports content like that. I'm sure they're gonna be great. I don't know anything about what they're doing. It's gonna be just as new to me as it is to you guys. It is really, really cool to see all of the stuff that has branched off of this channel. It might be coming to an end, but there's so many other ways that it has lived on outside of the channel itself. 2018, when we first started doing these videos, you know, Zach started uploading on his channel again, Ryan started a channel for a little while, then a little bit more recently you had Leo, who hosted the Scuffed podcast that we were all on, and then even now this, Bobby having his own podcast on YouTube with his own friends. I'm not saying that the channel by no means does it take full credit for any of those things happening. That's not what I'm trying to say here. To see these guys try and go out and do something their own way and have fun with this exact same kind of, you know, thing that we've been doing, to put their own spin on stuff like this, I think is awesome. And it just further proves how great this group has been and how happy I am that I've been able to do all of this stuff with them. So it sucks to know that by the end of this year, the channel, as far as I know, could very well be done and over with, which sucks for me to have to say it ever, but knowing that everything that we have to do, it was bound to happen sooner or later. So at this point, all we can do is be along for the ride. That ride is going to be as fun, and it'll be the biggest and best season we have ever had. We're going to finish with a bang, I can promise you. So that's ultimately all I really have. So I will see you guys in a few months.